Hello, Jodie here, and today's video is from Nottingham University Lakeside on University Boulevard in Nottingham. So well worth a visit if you've never been. If you're in the Nottingham area, visit the Lakeside. Got Lakeside Arts Centre as well, with a theatre and cafe and all sorts of things going on. So anyway, today's video is another in the series of Edtech on a Budget for Schools, and today's title is No Such Thing as a Free Lunch. And this is all to do with free software and free online programs. So all of this series is about Edtech on a budget. So of course I'm going to say yes, there are free things out there. There are open source software, there's free versions of Microsoft Office, so you've got Open Office and things like that, so that you don't have to pay out for huge licenses for some of the bigger things if you don't want to. Obviously you'll have some changes to make with that. It's not exactly the same. There are loads and loads of free tools out there. I can list lots, and I probably will at some point do blogs showing all the different free ones that I think are great. But in order to make a piece of software, it's not easy, whether it's an app or a software or anything. Everything takes time. Somebody has put the time in. So first of all, you're dealing with the cost of a person who's made it, probably more than one person. Anything big has got a whole team of people. We've got coders, you've got developers, you've also even got huge marketing teams just for something that's free. So if you're using anything free, for one thing, it might be free for you, but it's certainly not free for the people making it. So one thing you can do, if you are using something that you really like that's free, is make sure the people who have made it are getting that kudos. So can you promote them via Twitter, social media? Can you tell the parents about it so they're using it at home? Because the person who's making it still needs somehow to get a revenue. So that they might be doing that through advertising, or it might be promoting something else. You might be using a free version for schools, but that's got a paid for version for parents or for people who want to use it outside of school. So do what you can to promote them, because the more you can promote them and the more that they can sell the paid for version, then that piece of software or that app is going to carry on for you for free in school as well. If you're not able to do that and they're not able to make money, they're not going to be able to work for free forever. So bear in mind that if you're using something free that's really good, especially if it's deliberately free for schools but it's paid for by other people, see how you can help to promote it if it's something you really believe in. If it's not something you believe in, you think it's not to the quality that you would expect, i.e. you don't think a teacher's been involved, and there are loads of apps out there that you'll find parents are using on their children's iPads and things that are probably not good educational quality. I once remember sitting in a doctor's waiting room and watching a child doing a handwriting app, and it was all in capital letters. She was able to write with two fingers on two different hands, so it wasn't mimicking handwriting at all in the way that you'd want it taught as a teacher, sorry. But of course her parents were trying to do the absolute best. So, but in some cases you do need to find the apps that have that educational background, that somebody's actually worked on it, that's an educator, not someone who's just made a free app so that they can use it for spreading advertising or promoting something. So it's really important that you differentiate between things that are free because they're trying to get something, i.e. advertising for just random money coming in, and they're nothing to do with education. They haven't invested into the education market. They're just people who are opportunists. But then you've got people who really are vested into the education market, and they've spent ages learning, listening to teachers. They might have teachers on board, they might be ex-teachers, or they might be involved with ex-teachers, and they are putting loads and loads of work and effort in, and it's not easy. And I promise you, I know it can look like that sometimes, especially if you look at some of the really big companies, but those little companies that are making one thing on one piece of software or one app, they are not working for a lot of money. A lot of them, the founders are pretty much working for free for the first 3 years at least, and that's if it goes really well. So do back them, do what you can to make sure that that piece of software is able to stay free for you. Help them with any other, find out how are they monetizing it. Ask them how they're monetizing it sometimes, because if you're not sure but it's a really good piece of software, if it's free, at some point they're going to have to either monetize it or shut it down. If it's something you really like, you don't want them to shut it down. So find out, how are you getting money? Can we help with that? Can we give you testimonials? Can we show you how we're using it? Anything like that is hugely valuable for an edtech company, especially startups. So this video is for schools. It's about looking for that, good quality free stuff, and I will write blogs sharing some of the things I think are really good quality free things, but also be wary of things that are free because they're actually using it as advertising or to gain information for something else, and it might not be as wholesome as it might appear on the front. And also, if you don't feel the quality is as good education as it should be, either tell them and see if they change, or if they're not bothered, they probably aren't vested in the education market, and therefore it might not be the best thing to use. There are tons of things out there. There's absolute saturation of EdTech products, so make sure you help to promote the really good ones, and we can let the other ones go by the wayside. Okay, thanks for listening. Take care.